Every good trip always starts at a good country bakery. Today is no exception.
So me and Matt have the day off today, and we've just come for a little drive. We've just pulled into Oakley Dam, so we'll go check that out, and then I think we're gonna go to Marrinup Falls.
I like how they went to the effort to make a fire pit, but then just left all the crap here anyway. In a car park where you're not supposed to be camping. Excuse me. That bakery food was really good. Oh, creepy inception.
So Oakley Dam was built in the 1930s for the steam trains that used to come through Pinjarra, but apparently it didn't last long, like it didn't work well. So now it's just a nice spot to come and visit if you're out this way or on the
Mundabiddi. The Mundabiddi trail.
Mundabiddi.
Mundabiddi, yeah. Onwards. So we came up from Pinjarra, obviously you saw us there at the bakery. We came through the Alcoa access road, turned left at Adelaide Road, turns into North Spur, and you turn right onto a gravel road which is Scarp. I lost it for a second there. Scarp Road. And then this the Oakley Dam Road, you'll see the sign, pull in, turn right off Scarp down into there. Now we're going to head off to Marrinup as we'd said, and I'm going to take a couple of these back tracks through to Marrinup, not the typical way. Any good map, Bahima map, or even Google or the Apple Maps, that will show you some of the little tracks. They're all designated sanctioned roads, so they're all named. You'll find them on a map. Take these cool little tracks through the way, and I think hopefully we'll find a little bit of water on the track too. Nothing too muddy, but just a bit of water, so that'll be a little bit of fun. Hopefully Marrinup's still running. It doesn't take long for it to dry up out there because it's not a big river system, not a big creek. But I'm hoping to see some water. Hoping.
So Matt's upset because all the tracks are really dry and he's bitterly disappointed.
Yeah, like the one track. Well, we've just gone through a couple of big bog holes, and if you're gonna get water out on this track, they're gonna be in them, and they're bone dry. Bone dry. I'm so bitterly disappointed. I can't believe it. I didn't think it'd be that dry out here already. Like, we had rain not that long ago, and it usually stays really wet out here for quite a while, but nope. There's a bit. Tiny,
I found it.
Tiny little puddle. Look. Oh look, there's a little bit more. Oh, I'm gonna have to splash my boots. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, at least I got a little bit of water in there. Unbelievable.
Alright, found a bit more of a puddle.
This is more like it. Alright, here we go. Usually this will be right under. You come through in winter and this is... There we go. There's some big ruts in there.
So they were little sundews, and I've never actually seen them like in nature before, so that was really cool. Like I've seen them on Facebook, like I'm on plant pages and stuff, and I've seen them for sale and stuff. People use them in their gardens and their house and stuff to get the little bugs. But yeah, that's so cool to see them out here. Yeah, it made my day.
Oh, we are seeing running water. It's good. So, wanted to try and find some flowers, obviously being spring. Perfect time for it now, start of October. And what have we seen? We've seen the white spider orchid.
The
yellow cow's lip orchid. I just saw a blue lady, which I didn't take any footage of, but I took a photo. The blue lady orchid. And then some of the wildflowers seen, oh, you see the real common coral vine. This one, which is the clematis, you see that around a bit, nice wildflower. And this one, this is the cutleaf, the yellow cutleaf hybertia. They're really pretty, they're everywhere. Heaps of them around. This is a really common one as well, we find this everywhere, everywhere. This is the native Australian toilet paper. Yeah, it's a really common sight around anywhere in Australia. You don't really have to go too far to find this. It's almost a national treasure amongst our camping community. That's alright, eh?
Yeah. So what did we just see?
Well, I'm quite shocked. we heard it, didn't we?
Heard it first.
We heard a real squawk, and it didn't sound like it was a cockatoo squawk, but it didn't sound like a red tail.
Nah, I thought maybe it was a baby
Borden,
or something.
Yeah, a white tail. But yeah, a baby. No, not at all. Looked up into a dead tree up against the sky, and I could see a crest. I could tell it was a cockatoo, but I could see a crest. It was a sulphur crest.
Yeah. And yeah,
they're not.
Yeah, they flew.
Yeah, and then
I think there was like about 4 or 5 of them flew above us.
Easily.
And yeah, like they're not known to be down here, so.
No, they're from the north, obviously. I have heard there's a couple of flocks around, because remember that time we saw one randomly down on the estuary?
We saw one down near where we live.
He was eating seeds off a vacant block down on the estuary.
Yeah, and we were shocked.
Glass, and we were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I did some research, and I'd seen that apparently there's a couple of flocks that have made their way down, and they actually like to shoot them. So, because apparently they're a bit invasive. I mean, they probably are. They're a cheeky bird, but I love them, so I don't like the idea of them getting shot.
No,
but to see that, a flock of 4 or 5, because they started flying off, and then a flock of red tails are coming in behind them.
Yeah.
And the camera was in our hand, but we stood there just looking like. I just looked at Kelly and said, "That's a flock of sulphur crests." So for anyone that's a birdie like us, you would know that they're not down here. They're not this far south. They're all up the north and over east. So if you know any more about that, if you've got any information on why they might be down here, if there are. And this is jarrah forest, right? Like they're in full-blown jarrah forest, so they're out of their food. They're out of their food bowl. So I don't, the whole thing is just
crazy.
Wow.
So that was our little explore done. Now we're gonna head into. That's a snake.
Ooh, that's a yellow belly.
Oh,
Nasty.
okay, yeah, so we're going to head into Dwellingup now, and then there's a market on I don't know if it's a farm or an orchard or something, so we're gonna go there, probably get something to eat, maybe?
Yeah, it's about lunch.
Yeah, it's lunchtime now, so
yeah, about
by the time we get there, yeah.
See a little calf having a feed. We got a few things. They've got food and coffee, and I don't know, we're not really hungry and don't really feel like a coffee, but got some fresh eggs.
Okay.
And corn cob. I love my eggs and corn. You got a couple of big
blood oranges.
Blood oranges.
So we've come to stop at the visitor centre in Dwellingup because so I collect magnets, and all the times we've been out here and I don't have a magnet from Dwellingup. So every visitor centre or every like place we kind of stop, I always try and get a magnet. So we've come here. So fingers crossed.
Back in the 60s, Dwellingup was levelled by one of the biggest fires the southwest has seen, or at least this area. You come in this visitor centre and you see a lot of the prints, original photos on prints of the devastation. I think it took out the hospital, took out the schools, pretty much took out the whole town, took out the mill up at Nanga. Yeah, just devastated the whole area. So there's a bit of homage. Got the old fire truck in here, still works, still running. A bit of homage, a bit of history. All the people, you can see these photos of the people that were crammed up in town halls. Yeah, full on. If you're in the area, come in and check these prints out. If there's nothing else you do, just come and look at these prints.
So we're just at Scarp Pool now. It's quite pretty.
Beautiful.
I've never been here before.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice little spot.
I've been here once, and up there a few steps up the footpath when I came last, we just had big rains out the wheat belt. And this was all underwater, so it'd be over our head right now where we're standing. But it's cool because there's a big beautiful wide river, it's the Murray River. And then you got these rapids down through the rocks. And I think they do a fair bit of canoeing and that out here, which is, yeah, I can see why, it's bloody awesome.